right, in this video, we are going to install MySQL Server and MySQL Workbench on Windows 10. So I'm going to go ahead and click the website button right here. It's going to take me to this page, and we're going to be downloading the community version of the software. I'm going to go ahead and click the download button, and it should take you to this page. Don't log in, just click no thanks, start my download. It's not necessary to create an account. Once I open up the installer, and if you haven't installed it, this is going to be the very first thing you see. I want to choose developer default. It's going to come with a lot of extra stuff that we don't need, but that's all right. I also need to have some requirements. I'm going to go ahead and execute these requirements and make sure that my machine is good. I'm going to go ahead and agree to this. That's all fine and dandy. Microsoft is safe. I'm going to go ahead and click close. And now that I have all the requirements, I'm going to click next. You might get a pop-up for one or more. Just click yes. We don't really need those other things that it needs the requirements for. And now we are ready to download and install all of these products. So I'm going to click execute. And for time, I've sped up the video. Now, some of you may get errors here, and that's okay. The most important thing to have is MySQL Server. It seems like it's downloaded. So I'm getting a whole bunch of errors. I'm going to go back, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just install the server only. If you didn't get any errors on that, you can go ahead and continue on. But I'm going to click server only, and now I'm just going to do the next. I can always go back and reinstall the things that I need. So I'm going to execute it. And this is going to install. And now I need to configure it. So I'm going to click next on the configuration. All of this is fine. Please don't change any of this. Just click next. And now we want to use legacy authentication method. Click next and enter in a simple password. I'm going to use root, R-O-O-T. This is not the password for your machine. This is just the password for your MySQL server. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and click next through all of this, speed up this installation, and MySQL server should now be on our machine. Now we need to go back and install the other products that we want. So I'm going to restart this installer, and I would suggest keeping this on your machine just in case you want to install other things or different versions of other things later on. So this is going to open up, and you should get this screen once you have MySQL Server. So I'm going to go ahead and click the Add button, and you can always go back and you can change MySQL Server versions, but I'm going to go ahead and just download the latest version of MySQL Workbench. I'm going to click this green arrow to put it into the slot. I'm now going to click next, but you know what? I actually want to go ahead and install the shell as well, but it's not necessary to do this. You can just continue on just with MySQL Server, but I'm going to do this because I want it all. All right, I'm going to click next and execute. This will take a long time. I sped it up again just for brevity purposes. All right, so now that everything is installing and downloading and it's all good, once we get the green checks, we should be able to continue on. All right, so now I'm going to click the next button. And this should take you to here. It's going to start up these applications. You can uncheck those if you want. But here is MySQL Workbench. I'm going to click into a local instance, put in my password that I just made. And this right here is what you should get if everything went well. Click on schemas, and this is what you get right out of the bat. And now we have it.